Aloha!
Aloha!
My name is Krista Raalaxmi-Detten.
And I'm Michael Ditton.
And we are Infinite.
Activation.
Coming to you from
San Diego, California.
What's up with that? It's July and it's still kind of cloudy.
May gray, June gloom, July, whatever.
We have been super busy and it doesn't seem to end. Like more and more stuff will come to our plate, and we are very also conscious how we create and do things. And you will hear many more things are going to be packaged.
Yep.
In various forms. So
Working
we are
on it.
very, very excited about those things. And we are also learning to take some breaks. As the last week's video, we did this beautiful trip to
Newport Beach, Laguna Beach. Mm-hmm.
And that was really fun, which is we always recommend, especially summertime, to have those little moments. But today would like to ask this question. Many people right now are still struggling, are still experiencing pain or lack, or are somehow in some challenges and hardships. So how to move away from that pain? That's a really good question on business level or personal level. And we'll give you a couple of tips today what would make you think in that right direction. So let's take now, Michael, you know a lot about that from your own experience. What happens when your body starts to feel pain? What does it actually say? Like in your case, it's maybe different, but when we take maybe a regular person, when the body starts to feel pain, what is that indicator of?
It's a warning sign.
Yeah.
It's telling you that there's something wrong. Pay attention, do something.
Do something different.
Do something different. Whatever you're doing to cause pain, either stop doing it or figure out a different way to do it.
And sometimes also it's already showing that you have come to the other extreme. You probably have had more warning signs before that got to that pain level.
Especially if you're stubborn like me. Yeah.
So number one thing,
pay attention.
Pay attention. And then secondly, it's so often connected to self-care. What do you say about that?
Well, other than you're right, honey.
I like that.
Yeah. Whether it's physical pain, mental pain, life in general, that self-care, health is wealth. And health means physical health. Health means mental wealth. It doesn't necessarily mean that you're depressed or anxious about anything. But in today's world, unfortunately, that exists more than ever. But a lot of times it can be as simple as a mindset adjustment. So, if you wake up in the morning and you're dreading whatever it is, something that you have to do that day, lack of finances, things of that nature, if that's how you wake up and you allow yourself to continue to think that way, that's the way your whole day is going to go. Whereas if you wake up thinking that way and you won't allow yourself, you make the decision, you make the choice to think differently about it, and not only think differently about it, but basically command your mind to not think those negative thoughts, then you stand a chance at making the decisions and the things, taking the actions and steps necessary to help relieve some of that. And we found a lot of people, especially at the beginning of COVID, who were had all this fear, and fear is a lot of times it is a warning sign, but a lot of times it's going to be between your ears. And if you feed that fear with more fear, then it's like putting gas on a fire. Whereas, we have a saying, with fear, you can allow it to paralyze you, or you can allow it to motivate you. So whatever that is, if you can flip that fear and turn it into something positive and work towards that positive, you've done two things. One, you're working in the right direction. But secondly, you've created a thought process of something that's not fear. And when you fill that space of something that's not fear, you have less to think about that fear. So the more positive, the less fear. So it's kind of like I use snowball for everything nowadays, but if you're trying to think positive and you start that way and you continue to push that snowball, it's going to get bigger and bigger and bigger. So the positive starts to get bigger, the fear starts to get smaller. So
I really like that, what you mentioned here, the mindset in the morning. It's basically like you start to play music, and it's like the tone you are choosing. So this morning I had this beautiful sentence coming to me saying to you, thank you for being my gift today.
mm-hmm.
And just this one sentence creates a tone for the day, for me as Christopher and for you as Michael, and as for us as a married couple. So what can I express right now which would align me more with this good feeling, so that it will also help me to move away from pain. So that's so crucial. It's almost like being the sailor and choosing that direction, which way to go. Just doing it in your mind will also realign everything outside you as well.
And it's not always easy.
Yeah, you have to train it, and sometimes even force it.
Sometimes you even have to force it. And I've been there. I'll be the first to tell you that I've had days where you're not feeling it, and it feels like the world's crumbling around you, and you wake up and you tell yourself that you're still here, and life is good, and there's all kinds of plenty good things around you, family, friends, and blue skies, and even if it's rain, rain is good. So you just kind of have to recondition yourself.
Yeah. So one of the second things we would recommend is to map how you take care of yourself.
Mm-hmm.
So in general, one of the first times I actually started to work with this topic really deeply, I wrote down how many minutes per day I gave to myself. And here I don't count like brushing your teeth and shower, but when I was meditating or doing that walk in the morning, or training, or writing, or whatever that was. And what I discovered after some time, as I had done it, it was growing. The number of hours I gave for myself was growing, and now it's around 2 to 3 hours every day. My first thing is I walk or do some kind of movement or training, then I write, and then my mindset, everything, my body, mind, spirit is ready. And when I start my day like this, there is no way there is any pain coming into my day.
Well, and some of you might be thinking, well, that's taking the time out of the things that you need to do. But what it's actually doing is it's making the time that you have things that you need to do more productive, because you're taking care of yourself.
Yeah, and one really easy thing which I still struggle at times is sleep. Mm-hmm. So I noticed when I have less sleep, I'm less productive. My mind is not that clear. So how can I work on that to give myself and allow myself to give more sleep?
Yep.
And have more sleep.
Turn the computer off, stop working, go to bed at a decent time.
Yeah.
So, but that's one of the areas that you struggle with. You know about it and you're working on it.
So one other key which has helped us and many of our clients as well is future. Thinking about the future. So if you, any moment at the time, do your choices and choose what you choose, also keeping in mind what your vision and mission is for the future, then it's most obvious you are not going to create more pain. So it kind of creates that consciousness and brings you here.
Yes, everybody has to have a goal or dream of sorts to continue moving forward. I mean, we're put here on earth not just to work the 9 to 5 and get a paycheck, pay the bills, and do nothing but. So, whatever the goal might be, whether it's a vacation, new car, house, kids in college, sit on the beach, windsurfing, sailing, skiing, whatever it might be, it's a goal or it's a dream, and you need to have that in front of you so that you can work towards it. And when you do have it in front of you and you're working towards it, there might be some fear or apprehension come up, for the fear of not getting it, or the struggle that you might have to do to get there or anything else. But it's worth it to have something to work through to get there. Because if you didn't have it, then you wouldn't have to worry about having the fear of not getting there or the struggle of getting there. But I'll tell you, no matter what it is, when you get there, it's very rewarding. And if you're taking, baby steps to get there, you can also reward yourself along the way. So you get a bunch of little mini wins, and each time you do that, you actually get more confidence, and it makes it easier and easier, and that fear gets smaller and smaller. So there's lots of good things you can do.
And to finalize, a good reminder, everything outside of you is the reflection of the inside. So if you have lots of drama, lots of chaos, lots of pain, look inside. Once you start to clean up and clear up everything what's similarly probably messed up inside, then the outside will instantly change. And this is not some kind of new age voodoo or whatever. It's been proven by so many people who practice, whether it's a meditation or clarifying, why am I here, what am I doing, why am I doing what I'm doing, and then the outside world will change, sometimes overnight.
Yeah, they say surround yourself by positive, happy, successful people, and it will rub off on you. You're gonna want to be happy, powerful, successful people, and make the world shine.
Yeah. So thank you for today, and we'll put little task sheet as every week. So go through those questions, help yourself to move away from pain and move towards pleasure, and reset your life to the fairy tale you are here to live.
Absolutely.
And we will talk to you very soon. Mahalo.
Yeah. Mahalo.